And today I want to go to the new topic of the grammatical things or the grammar, and it is about so-called subjunctive mood. Subjunctive mood. Mood. Subjunctive mood. So I think that you know about some of the subjunctive mood because you know about conditional types and conditionals. I put here conditionals 1, 2 and 3. They are very close to the subjunctive mood. And you know this one expression like this, which sounds like I wish you were, for example. So this is the. Some people say this phrase like "I wish you were" like a subjunctive past or something like a subjunctive two. Some people say it, but Iron can distinguish these different parts of different types of subjunctive mood. But it's more close to the conditional two type, for example, and I don't know if it is so important to know these one details. So, what is subjunctive mood? One more again the question. We say it in Russian сослагательное наклонение. Сослагательное наклонение. Сильное наклонение. I'm very lucky that I can use Russian language. So, I can add that everything which we use with particles b or just reduced b, or for example, чтобы, каким бы ни было, каким бы и прочее, etc. All these structures, they can be expressed through subjunctive moods in English. And today I give you two very important. I think they're important because they are very useful in your everyday life, speaking or writing, to grammatical things about subjunctive mood. And I want to avoid these I wish, I were, conditionals 2 and the 2 and 3 type. I give you so-called subjunctive 1, and the second one clauses of concession. I don't know how to say it in Russian. This may be сослагательное наклонение первого типа, может быть, and clauses of concession, согласительные предложения. Сослагательное наклонение первого типа и согласительное, почему-то хочу сказать упражнение. Согласительное упражнение, опять упражнение, предложение. Clauses of concession. So we'll go into these two types, and after this I give you some work to make subjunctive types and clauses of the concessions. Subjunctive 1. So you have a Russian phrase here. Ему было предписано, чтобы он покинул страну. can ask me, there is here a subjunctive type. So you can say that subjunctive is here, it's word чтобы. So it means that we desire something. By the way, subjunctive is about wishes. Wishes, we can desire something, desirable actions or events, some dreams. I put here dreams. Sometimes these dreams, desirable actions, events, actions, they can be real, but they can be unreal, it doesn't matter. So if you notice that here, чтобы, you can say that you can use a subjunctive type here of the clauses. And by the way, you know that it's kind of some purpose. So you can use the first one, first idea. The first idea. We have to use subjunctive, and because of чтобы here, we can use infinitive. I can put here he. I can use a passive voice. It was prescribed. Right. I don't order it. Maybe you can use order it. Предписано, we can use that if can somebody ordered him or orders. Чтобы он покинул страну. Here was prescribed. He should leave the country. The country is not good. Страну, state, okay, the state. Государство, the state. Okay, it's good. So here you have so-called subjunctive mood, but and it's very clear how to make this one sentence. So we have here infinitive, but I dropped their important word here, that he should leave the state. Okay, but in American English very often is used this one phrase. Here was prescribed. Or order it. Prescribed. That. And they drop the modal verb should, that he leave the country of the state. And here you have, by the way, infinitive here. And here you have the very classical view of the subjunctive one. So both of these sentences. Here you have, let's make a formula of this structure. Incentive, freeze, 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 plus that plus plus what? Plus, I can say that he here is kind of a subject, but it's not a subject because we have, instead of predicate, we have infinitive form. So it's like a pseudo subject. I put it like pseudo subject. And the rest part of the then plus infinitive, and the rest part of sentence. Now I make here the formula incentive part. Okay, so I want to make here a formula incentive part plus, I use here other one in that, and then here you have so-called, I use pseudo subject plus infinitive. For example, I want here to put the phrase я настаиваю чтобы вы убрали свои вещи. So we have here the subjunctive one type. I have a wish, a desirable action, to take away somebody's stuff. Okay, how to translate it using this formula? Incentive part. I use I insist. Итак, let's take a part. Okay, so for example, I have this. So, what should I do? Incentive part. But I insist that I use the wording that you убрали свои вещи. You take away and now your stuff. Don't be mistaken for all these work. It doesn't mean that it is kind of the simple, present simple. It is infinitive here. For example, if I want to make here, я настаиваю, чтобы она убрала свои вещи, да? I want to make here она убрала свои вещи. I heard the same phrase here. I insist that she take away her stuff. One more again, it's not as present simple. It's infinitive, so I don't have here any s as the ending of the word verb take. So I insist that she take away her stuff. But the problem is that we can use here, for example, the present simple too. And it works here. I make it another one example, the same example but with other words. For example, I ask her, for example, that she takes away her stuff. And this phrase works too, so you can use here take away as infinitive and takes away as a present simple. You can ask me why should I know this phrase, this subjunctive one is the kind of the direct way to say and use here present simple. Is kind of the same. It gives the same result. I can say that this way of speaking and writing is very characteristic for American English, and they use this form very often. And so don't be puzzled about this take away here, because it can be here and work here, because it is kind of the infinitive part. My idea is that they dropped away here the modal verb should. So the origin where this saying is she should take away her stuff, but I think they dropped this should modal verb and they used just infinitive reduced form of the speaking. So these two examples were about subjunctive one type. So this one first piece of theory, I give you the formula for both ways of the subjunctive one. Okay. So can't be missed. Incentive part, and this is the first one formula. And the second one formula is that one. Incentive part, all wishes, incentive part. So it's here you can use any tense. Plus that I use green ink because that can be dropped here. plus, no, I use one more again, pseudo subject plus, always you can use here present simple. I'm going to underline to highlight this thing. Take into account this one thing. Present simple. So this form of the phrases doesn't demand the sequence, the tense sequences. So if even you have here past simple, past perfect, or something else, this part is always includes present simple of the verb. Any tense. What about incentive part? Incentive verbs. It is necessary. Part. It is necessary. I say. I ask. I insist. So any way you can use any verbs which underline your wishes, your desirable, some actions. Ask. Okay. Let's make one more example. Some examples here. I think. For example, I asked here that I asked that she be in time. Я попросил, чтобы она была вовремя. Or you can make this phrase. I asked that she is in time. Or you can say, for example, you have this dialogue. Call her and say that she be in time. You can say that I have asked her. I have asked that she is in time. So it doesn't matter that the tense of this part of the verb, of the sentences or your clauses. So else for one example, мы предложили, чтобы перенести занятия на удаленку. We suggested that classes be or are carried online. I carried it online. So both of these phrases, they work absolutely similar. They are very similar. So you can use classes be carried out online, be carried out online, or are carried out online. For a while, I think it's enough for a while. So it's all about the so-called subjunctive 1. Maybe later we go deeper into this topic, but today is enough. So what is the bottom line of this lecture? So the first one thing that you have used here, that or and infinitive with suited subject or present simple. And it doesn't matter what time, what tense, what tense, verb tense is in the first part of the sentences. And this kind of clauses or sentences work when we use Russian words "чтобы." Okay.